Effectively, the insights discovery tool is something a lot of people have come across. It's at the most basic level, it looks like a 4-color wheel. But when you actually start to unpack that 4-color wheel and help people understand what it means, it helps people improve their effectiveness, both at the level of self and then how they, as individuals, interact across an organization in terms of improving their effectiveness as a team, delivering their results as a leadership team, as individual leaders, in their sales effectiveness, in their effectiveness as an organization. And Insights is versatile enough to be able to help organizations improve in virtually any situation they're facing. Without that understanding of self, you're never really actually only going to be able to adapt and connect and work effectively with others and know the impact that you have on others. And that's where it all actually starts. You can't start any developmental journey until you understand who you are and what drives you and what's important to you. Insights, yes, it's all about understanding self so that you can understand others. And once you understand others, what do you do with that? And that's around how do I adapt and connect my behavior so that I can interact more effectively with others so that together we can come to better things and greater things. So we talk about fiery red, and fiery red is a very assertive, driving, powerful color energy. People who lead with fiery red, you'll see the charts behind my head over here, are demanding and strong-willed and competitive. We talk about the earth green energy, which is the other side, the opposite side of our wheel. The earth green energy is a more introverted energy. It's an energy where people are more patient, sharing, relaxed. Those are the kind of behaviors you're seeing in that color energy. We talk about sunshine yellow, which is very extroverted, very dynamic, very creative, very enthusiastic, motivating kind of color energy. And we talk about the cool blue color energy. And the cool blue color energy is also more of an introverted energy, but it's around structure and details and analysis and making sure things are correct. But no person actually fits into just one of these color energies. Everybody has access to all of these color energies. And where the magic of discovery happens is how we access them. What is our preference? Where do we tend to go to first and second and third and fourth? But we all have access to all of those color energies. For me, I find a lot of our work at the moment happens in the teams and the leadership space. Teams, because that's the way organizations are structured. People work in teams, and they've got to deliver as teams. And as everyone recognizes how powerful we are when we deliver as a team, there are challenges involved with that. And Insights can help people work through those challenges so that they can be more effective as a team. And then for leaders, it's around understanding who I am as a leader, my leadership style, and what do I need to do if I'm going to lead other people, understanding what makes up other people. And how do I adapt my leadership style and my leadership behavior to be able to successfully lead my team, my organization? It's a big part of what we do with our team works, because very often the biggest problem in teams is conflict. And one of the things that I'm always very certain has to happen is that a manager can't send the team for an Insights discovery workshop without the manager being there. Because it's as everyone understands their color energies across that entire team and understands then what drives us, what motivates us, what causes problems for us, that we start to understand where conflict comes from, and then using Insights discovery and the language that Insights discovery gives us. How do we work through conflict when it happens? Because conflict is going to happen. There's some arguments that say conflict is healthy and good. It's what you do with that conflict. And Insights discovery can help us work productively with conflict. Sales, customer service, change management, communication skills, helping people be more creative in how they deal with problems, how they manage time, how they manage their own effectiveness, how they, whatever the situation is, Insights can probably come to the table and help you find a solution as a business for dealing with that. My personal experience is that it complements it. So it doesn't mean that what you've done before is wrong and you must toss it out. What my personal experience is, it doesn't matter what the other tool is that you may have used, this is just a complement. And what we help our practitioners understand is how the different tools can work together, how they map onto each other. Good. So we're able to use that information. For us, Africa is where that growth is going to happen. I mean, there's this huge, vast, untouched continent that we can really become so effective in. And the way we're doing it is by in a very careful way, trying to source people who match the profile of the best kind of insights discovery practitioners. So we're not just rushing out there into Africa and accrediting hordes of people to help us with insights discovery. It's around how do we identify people who are going to be the right fit for Connemara and for insights, who can then start to create a very successful business for themselves, but also a business that is going to be able to help people in those countries, in those businesses, in those countries, to improve their effectiveness and how they work as individuals, as teams, as organizations. For the insights discovery process, you have to be licensed, you have to be accredited, because if you look at it on the surface, it might look like it's just 4 color energies, but it's not. There's a lot of complexity underneath this model. And what our practitioners are taught to do is to make it simple so that people can understand and to use it. But it's not just 4 color energies. There are 72 different types that are on this wheel. And each of these types has its own strengths, its own challenges. But even within 72 different types, 2 people can be on exactly the same position on that 72 type wheel. But because of their own unique human nature, their preferences, although the order may look the same, the percentages and the way that they access those color energies will be different. And unless you've been fully accredited as an insights discovery practitioner, you're not going to be able to help people understand the nuances of that. I'm very excited about it.
Great.
I might live here on the southern tip of Africa, but I'm very excited that a tool that I'm so passionate and so excited about, that I've decided to make it my career, is something that I'm helping to bring to other people across our continent. Well, Victor is currently our first and currently only accredited practitioner in Nigeria, and we're actually very excited to have him on board. We've got quite a strict process that we go through when we source licensed practitioners. So we have many people applying, but we have a process where we want to make sure the fit is right, as I said previously. And when we got the inquiry from Victor, it involved us doing a profile with him, interviewing him, and finding out who Victor was. And in terms of my comfort, I mean, I saw before he came on our accreditation, I saw some snips on YouTube of Victor presenting, and right away I was comfortable and confident that this was the kind of person who'd be able to get across the insights discovery message. And as just having Victor on our accreditation, incredibly confident that he's going to be able to do a very successful job at helping companies in Nigeria discover the magic of discovery.